Today I want you to go ahead and grab your big favorite ball so that we can do a ball Pilates class. What were you thinking about? This video is an intermediate ball Pilates video. Hi, my name is Jessie, and we are going to just get started by doing some small circles. Using your core in order to make these circles happen. Activating your obliques, making them small and deliberate. Reverse, activate the left oblique, go back, going slower than you would normally go. Instead of powering through, be mindful of each movement. Good. And then we are going to bring the right arm up. Just bring that left hand down to the side. Look off to the right side and bring the arm up and over to the side. Bring your hand to the floor if you need to, depending on the size of your ball. I find that a lot of times the medium-sized balls work better than the larger balls, but it's all about personal preference. And then slowly switch sides. Bring that left arm up. Just reach through. Good. Come back to center. And then turn to line up with the short side of the mat. Bring the ball back. Face the big toes forward, and using your hands as a guide, just walk yourself forward slowly with control. Push your heels into the ground. Lift up the hips. Engage your glutes as you do so. Stretch the arms out, and we're going to do the 100. Lift the shoulders up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep lifting those hips up. We're halfway there, we're at 50. Push the heels into the floor in order to help with those glutes. 80. Well done. Walk your feet back using your core to bring yourself back up. Again, walk yourself forward. Slowly with control. Push your heels into the floor. Slowly bring yourself back. See if you can lace your fingers together back behind your head. Have your elbows open. This will make it a little bit more challenging. Lift those hips up. Slowly walk yourself back. Ooh. Nice work. Now we're going to add a twist in. Just stretch out the left leg. Bring the right hand to the left leg. Bring the left arm up. Slide the hand on down. Pull that left shoulder blade back. Inhale, come up. Switch sides. Stretch out the right leg. Left hand to the right leg. Bring the right arm back. Just stretch it out. Really work to open the chest up to line it up with the long edge of the mat. Inhale, come back up. We'll do it 5 times on each side. Come back up. Again. This is 2, 3, make sure that you get the straightened leg straight. And if you think you have it straight, try to straighten it more. This is harder to do than you would think. And then maybe even try to straighten it a little bit more. One more time on each side. Good job. Come back up. And then we are going to work on our balance. We're just going to bring the hands to the ball, lift our hips up off of the ball. Open up our chest, support ourselves with the ball, and if you want, you can stay right here, or you can lift up your right leg and extend it, drop it back down. Slowly with control, working mindfully. Left side now. Right side, we'll do 5 times on each side. If this isn't working for you, just see if you can support yourself. Maybe having a wider stance with your hands on the ball, if that helps. 3. Lift those hips up, keep the core engaged. Nice work, come back down. You did it, you did it. All right, now just come to your knees. Bring the ball to the right side first. Bring yourself across the ball, bring your hand to the mat. Stretch out the left leg. You want to push your right hip forward so that everything's in line. And then just take that left arm, bring it up, stretch it out. If you want, you can just let it go. Getting a really deep side stretch on that left side. Using tools in your yoga practice can be so wonderful. Feels so good. This is a great way to get yourself prepared for back bends too. If you don't have good mobility, we'll get into that later. Bring your hand to your hip, support yourself. Make sure the wrist is right underneath the shoulder. Bring that left leg up. 4, 5, 6. How high can you get it? 7, 8, 9, and 10. Maybe loop your fingers around your big toe. Stretch it out. Can you do this without the ball? It's tricky business. Good job. Release. And then you can bend that left leg if you want. Make sure the ankle is directly under the knee. You want to take that knee and push it out as far as you can so that it's stacked. And then stretch out that right leg. Lift the hips up. This will give you some additional support, giving yourself a little kickstand. Maybe bring the arm up if that works for you. Bring it to your hips, whatever feels best here. You're in charge. This is your practice too. Or if you want, you can try stacking your feet. See if you're able to do that. Having this done on the ball adds a whole new level of challenge with your balance. Lifting the hips up out of it maybe. Good job. Switch sides. Roll the ball over to the left side. Just come down. Make sure you get that left arm, left leg, right leg, all in alignment. And then just get a deep side stretch. Let your whole body relax and release into the pose. Relaxing your neck, releasing any tension that you're carrying. Just do the best you can. Slowly come back up. Straighten that arm. Try to get the wrist right under the shoulder. And then we're going to point the toes forward, pull the toes in, flexing the foot, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. And if you want, you can, with your fingers on your big toe, stretch your leg out. I can't do this without the ball, you guys. So, like I said, props are incredible. Nice, good job. And then you can bend your right leg, make sure that the ankle is directly under the knee. Push the knee out. It's a common error that I see with form is to not have these stacked. Stretch out the left leg, lift the hip, bring the arm up, or to the hip, whatever floats your boat. Nice. If you want to make it a little more challenging, then see if you can stack your feet. Good luck to you. Oops, if you have smaller balls, a smaller ball, whatever. Good job. Come back down. And then bring the ball under the thighs. Bring the hands directly under the shoulders, the ball at the thighs, right above the knees. This is going to be a good test for your upper body strength. Just squeeze the elbows into the sides, come down, inhale, come back up. Three, 4, 5. Maybe you just realized you're weaker in the upper body than you thought. That's my story. And then slowly roll yourself up onto the ball. This is hedgehog. If you haven't started it out from watching my videos, this is my favorite one in ball Pilates. So roll yourself back, come back to the neutral position, come back up to hedgehog. Activate your core as you do so. Perch on the ball. Your heels should be touching your hips if you're flexible enough. Bring yourself back to neutral. 3. Come back. 4. Come back. And 5. Come back to neutral. And then push the mat away with the hands. Let your head hang heavy. Heels come up really tall. Maybe your forehead touches the ground if you're on a smaller ball. Bring yourself forward. Again, push the mat away with the hands. Lift the heels up. This should feel super good on your low back. Again, 3, 4, really get those heels up high. Really feel the release in the shoulders as you push those shoulder blades towards the ground. Come back up, perch on the ball, combine the two. 1, come back up, 2, come back up. You might need to adjust to your ball, who knows. It seems to move. Can you do it while you're perched on it? It's a unique skill set to have. 3. You're a Jedi if you can. 4. Goodness, we were almost there. And 5. Excellent. See if you can come to a seated position on the ball without getting off of it. Again, unique skill set. Now walk your feet forward and then slowly just roll yourself back. And we're going to hang out here for a few minutes. You can make sure that your big toes are pointed forward. You can make sure that your hands are under your shoulders. If you want, you can play around with wheel pose, where you push your heels into the floor, lift up, or just rock and roll. Get a good massage on your spine. As the ball eats your hair. Slowly come out of it and then make your way to a seated position. Come to the center of your mat, have your legs nice and straight. Grab the ball between your hands and bring it out. Slowly stack your spine up, activate your core, pull your belly button in and up, and slowly come down. Do it in increments if you can. 3 times, lay back, stretch the ball out, roll yourself back up. Reach out, touch your toes with it, restack the spine, slowly come back down. Do it in 3 if you can, or try to slowly, with control, bring yourself down to the mat. Restack, and then slowly lowering yourself down. 3. 4, restack, and then come down, stretch it out, roll yourself back up on the exhale. And this is 5. So 1, 2, 3. Keep lifting that chest up as you come down and come up. We're going to bring the ball to the right side. Bring the right hand back behind the hips. If you want, bend that right leg, left hand to the ball, and then just roll the ball out, lift up, come back down. Straighten both legs, switch sides. Right hand on the ball, left hand comes back, bend that left leg if you want, or not. You can also leave it straight, and then just roll the ball out as you lift up. Going into another side plank, 1 more on each side, since you already did this one. For the more advanced, leave the legs straight. Hand on the ball, right hand under the shoulder, lift up as you roll it out. Come back down, left hand under, legs are straight, lift up, roll the ball out. Good job. Take a wide stance with your feet, as wide as you can get it. Bring the ball in front of you, hands on the ball, just walk it out. Roll yourself forward. Roll it to the right. Maybe come back a little bit, roll it out, roll it to the left. Come back to center. Again, just roll it out. See if you can gently go a little further forward than before. Roll it to the right. See if you can let the ball assist you with releasing and relaxing into the pose. Roll it to the left. And again, release and relax into it. Nice work. Come back to the center of the mat if you need to. Lay back. Bring the ball to the hands, pass it to the feet. Engage the core, lift the head and shoulders up, drop legs out, pass it to the hands. Four, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Pass it back to your hands. Nice straight legs. Get them straighter than you think. If you need to, come down a little ways. Drop the right leg down. Bring it up. Left leg down. Bring it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Bring the ball to the floor, put your feet on it, arms are stretched to the sides. Using your glutes, you can just roll the ball out. Inhale, pull it back in towards you. Exhale, roll it out. Inhale, pull it back in towards you. Or if you're tired, you can just fake this one. Fake it till you make it. Once you roll it in, you want to push your heels into the ball. Lift up. This is a modified bridge. Really use your glutes. Exhale, come back down, one vertebrae at a time. Couple more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come back down. Using your arms for support. Push the heels into the ball. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, come back down. Roll the ball out so that it's under your calves, and then lift the hips up, engaging your glutes as you do so. Exhale, come back down. Again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale up. Engage your glutes. Exhale down. We're halfway there. That was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Roll the ball in, grab it with your feet. Put it on your shins. Get your shins parallel to the ceiling. Push the ball out. pull it back. Push the stomach and low back to the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Then just grab it with your inner legs by the calves and the shin. Bring the arms out to the sides. Turn your head to the left side. Drop the legs down to the right side. Make sure that left shoulder is on the floor. Just relax and release. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly come back up and then switch to the left side. Just have the right arm stretched out to the side. Make sure that right shoulder stays on the floor. Might be a little easier using the ball to assist with the twist. Hey, that rhymes. Just feel your whole body release, relaxing and releasing. Good job. Come up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you love this video. Check me out on Instagram. I'd like you to go ahead and leave a comment, share with a friend, and let me know if you were able to stay on your ball for the entire class. It can be a challenge. I hope you have a beautiful day. May love and light be yours. Namaste. This video is yoga for the splits for beginners. Hi, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to go through a sequence that can help you get into the splits. I'm not that flexible, so I feel your pain. I've been practicing yoga for 15 years, and it's recently occurred to me that in order to take it to the next level, I need to stretch myself out more. Until recently, I've just done yoga so that it feels good. Well, in order to get into those more advanced poses, you have to hit that hedonic point where it's really on the verge between pleasure and pain. So if you want to get into the splits and you look like a giraffe getting a drink of water when you try, like I do, you really need to kind of toe the line between pleasure and pain, on a scale of 1 to 10 for pain, instead of going all the way to 10 where you're going to injure yourself. You want to hang out at like a 6 or a 7 on the hurt level. So I'm just putting that out there. You don't want to injure yourself by all means, but you're not going to see the progress that you want unless you're kind of playing that hedonic point. So we're going to need 2 blocks, a yoga bolster or a pillow, and a strap. We're going to start off by going into frog pose. Just straddle your mat and come down to your forearms. And we're going to have the lower legs in line with the mat And we're going to make these poses that we do active. So just kind of rock. And you want to have your legs moving outward. And it's going to take a while. I've been doing this practice for about a month and a half, and I'm seeing some progress, but I'm not quite there yet. So don't expect it to happen overnight. Just small increments of change. And you also want to consistently do this practice, like 4 or 5 times a week probably. Otherwise, you're going to lose your flexibility. Flexibility is definitely, if you don't use it, you lose it. So see if you can sink a little bit further into frog pose. Just rocking back and forth. Oh, feel that. Oh, goodness. Hurts so good, huh? You should definitely be feeling this in your inner thighs. See if you can sink a little bit further into the pose. Keep rocking. We're going to be in this pose for probably about 5 minutes. Do it for as long as you can. 10 minutes would probably be ideal, but if you're just starting off, hold it for as long as you can. If you need to, bring your feet together and sink back. But really work to hang out here. And if you can't come down that far, that's fine. Use blocks. Use the bolster. We're going to be a little easy about things today. See if you can sink into it a little bit more with your knees. Nice. Bring your feet together. Just ease out of it. Walk your hands back. Make your way to a seated position. Just put your hands on your knees, and we're going to do circles, big circles with our chest. So come forward to the side and back, and make these as big as you can. This will stretch out your body so that we're opening up our chest, we're opening up our hip flexors. 3, we're going to do 5 each direction. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Reverse. Make it as big of a movement as you can. 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Great. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat. Use a wall if you need some help with this one. We're going to step out the feet as far apart as you can. Maybe see if you can inch your feet out a little bit more. Bring your hands in front of you, sit up tall. Push the heels into the ground. Make sure the hamstrings are activated. Sit up tall, and we're just going to start by going to the right. Make sure the toes are pointed up, the heels grounding into the ground. The hamstring is activated. Just reach, reach, come up. Reach, come up. 3, 4, and 5. Good job. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. See if you can step it out a little bit more. You might be surprised. If you can't, it's cool. To the right. Push that heel to the floor. Make sure the hamstrings activated. How could it not be, huh? 3, 4, 5. Lift your head up to try to keep from rounding your spine. Toes point towards the ceiling. To the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice work. We're just gonna lift up on the knees and come onto our knees. We're going to start off by stretching the right leg out. You want to have the left knee and the right leg on the same plane of your mat. So come up onto that right leg, stretch the left leg out, and bring the hips up. Make sure the hips are in line with that right knee and the left foot. And bring your hands in front of you. Use a block if you need to, a couple blocks if you need to, and just walk those toes out. Sink into it. Be easy about it, but still working on a good stretch. Push the toes into the ground. Keep pushing the toes into the ground and see if you can go a little bit further. Feeling a deep stretch on your inner thighs. See if you can go a little bit further. And then just kind of let the toes go, pointing outward, but still grounding through that arch. Keep the legs straight. Good job. Come back. Switch sides. Stretch out that right leg. Make sure the left knee is on the same plane as that right leg. We're bringing the hips up and stretching them out. So if you need a blocker or something to support yourself, that's a-okay. Pushing into the toes. Keep those hips up. If you activate the toes, that will really help activate those muscles that you need to stretch out for the splits. And then just let them go. Good job. Again, as if that wasn't fun enough, huh? Stretch out that left leg, come up onto the right knee. Hands come in front of you, knees right in line with that right knee, left leg. Rest your hands on the ground, activate the toes. See if you can move the toes out just a little bit more, and a little bit more. Good job. Walk that foot back, switch sides. Keep those right toes active. Hands can come in front of the mat. Try to push the hips up, keep them in line. And then just let it go. You can just have the instep stretched out. Oh, goodness gracious. Walk those toes in. And then grab a couple of blocks. We're not going to need them quite yet, but we will here in a minute. Get your bolster or pillow around. You don't have to have a bolster, but if you do, now's a good time to get it ready. But initially, we're going to step the right foot forward. Kind of steeple those left toes. Have the shin in line with the wall in front of you. Come up. You can rest your hands on your leg or your hips, whichever works best for you. Have big toes pointed forward. Sink the hips into the floor, lifting up out of it. Really, really activating. Feeling a stretch in the hip flexor here, in the quadricep muscle. Great. Bring the hands down, sink into the pose, give yourself a little break, come back up. One more time. Great job. Switch sides. Bring that left foot forward. And then just come up. Really sinking into the pose so you're activating that hip flexor, feeling or stretching the hip flexor right in here. Come back down, give yourself a little break, and then come back up. Nice. Bring your hands to the mat, tuck those right toes under, reach back through the heel, kind of bounce a little bit, sinking into the pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step that left foot back, hands under the shoulders, and then just walk that right foot forward. Same thing on this side. Left toes are tucked under. Going into a high lunge here. Just kind of sink those hips into the floor. 3, 4, 5. Well done. Step the right foot back. Walk the feet forward. Roll yourself up to standing. Now, step the feet out at about 80%, as wide as they can go. Really make sure those legs are straight. Keeping your toes active, keep lifting those arches. Come down and support yourself with your hands if you need to, and then walk the feet out even more. Feeling a deep stretch. Probably on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not feeling it at all, 10 being painful, going to a 6 or a 7. But not pulling anything, playing the line. So be easy about it if it's your very first time. If you're not accustomed to listening to your body as you do yoga more, you'll get better in tune with your body. We don't want to injure ourselves. Nice. And then just slowly walk your feet back together. Bring yourself back down to the mat. If your knees bother you, this might be a good opportunity for you to fold your mat over or get some extra cushion. You want to take a block or a bolster and put it right under where your hips are going to come down. You can grab 1 block for each hand to support yourself, and then look back behind you, make sure the right leg is pointed straight back behind that knee. Have our legs at a funky angle, and then just slowly start walking the left foot out. Move your toes, walk your toes forward. And maybe you want to start off with your bolster straight up and down, or a yoga block. You can start with a yoga block straight up and down. Just walk your toes out. Try to get that leg straight. And then just slowly but surely sink into the pose. You can use these blocks to kind of help keep your body up, right? Because that's big. And then maybe if you're able to, you can back off a bit. You want to try and move your foot out incrementally though, just small little nudges once you sink into it for a minute. Oh, and you have to relax into the pain too, like the really intense stretch. Actively relax your muscles, like just breathe into it, release, because we clench our muscles when things hurt. So actively release. Good job. Come out of it. Switch sides. See, I'm right there with you. I can't even come down all the way. So we'll do this together. It'll be great. Bring that bolster up if you need to. And then use the blocks for support. Double check, make sure you've got good alignment. You want your leg right back behind the knee, and then just walk it out. And honor your body. There's probably going to be days where you can go down pretty far, and then the next day you're like, seriously, why am I not going down as far? That's okay. It's all right. Honor your body. Be kind to yourself. Don't force it, because it's going to be a long road, probably. If you didn't do gymnastics as a kid, or if you aren't naturally flexible, it's going to take a while, and it's fine. It's a journey. How are you doing? Are you able to knock that bolster down? Or are you like, no way in the world? That's okay. Just do the best you can. Great job. Slowly come out of it. Move the blocks, move the bolster. Grab the strap of doom. This will probably be downright pleasant after everything else we've done today. All right, we're just gonna take the strap, wrap it around the right foot, the ball of the foot. See, not the arch, right here by the toes. This way we are going to force ourselves to have the foot active. So lay back, stretch the right leg out, keep it straight. We're working on straightening the legs, right? Keep this right leg straight, flex the foot. So we're reaching through the ball of the big toe, the inner heel, as we pull the pinky toes towards us and pull that leg towards you. So we're not pointing the toes at all, we're flexing. So you might not be able to get your leg up as high as you initially thought. A trick I just learned from my chiropractor is, if you can't get your legs up very high, fill your belly with air. And that might give you a little more space. Isn't that cool? Try it. Who would have thought? Nice. Switch. Stretch out the right leg. Get it nice and straight. Make sure the left leg's straight. The strap goes on the ball of the foot, not the heel. And we're not pointing at all. So try to like just do some little ankle circles and relax it, and then pull those toes in towards you. The leg's nice and straight, pulling that leg in towards your body. Try the air in the belly trick. Holy cow, it really works. This is incredible. You should really be feeling this in your hamstring and your calf. Definitely the hamstring though. Nice. Release. Set the strap to the side. Sit up. Nice. You did it. You made it. This is yoga for beginners for the splits. Pretty intense, huh? But it's okay. Just keep doing it. You'll get it. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, check out my Instagram, and also my website. And until next time, may love and light be yours. Namaste. This video is an intermediate aerial yoga. Hi, my name's Jessie, and today we're going to be doing an intermediate video that you can do with your yoga trapeze. For starters, we're going to just begin by taking our hands, looping them on the outside of the hammock, coming around and capturing our hands. Come on to your knees and go forward, sink into the pose, come back. Just moving with your breath, forward and back. Keep at it, just go forward and back. Your chest open up, feel your shoulders slide down your back. Come forward, again, just sink into the posture. Let your shoulders release. Well done. And then come to your hands and knees. From the hands and knees, we're just going to take our right foot, put it in the hammock. Just stretch out, place it in the hammock, sink back. Bring that left hip back towards the heel, getting a deep stretch. Coming down to your forearms if that feels good. Just sinking into the posture. Come back onto the hands and knees. Just put that left hip into the hammock. Engage your core, lift your hips up a bit. Just hang out here and plank for a few moments. And then we're going to pull the knees into the chest. Good job. Go to the right side. Go to the left side. Go back to center. Go to the right side. Well done. Release the Kraken or the right knee, whatever. And then we're going to just sink our hips back. Just trying to bring that right hip closer to the heel. Stretch the arms out. Kind of rides up during the yoga trapeze. Really feeling a deep stretch in that left leg. You should be able to feel it in your hip flexor, quadricep muscle. Come down to your forearms if you want. See if you can shoot that right foot into the hammock. Going into a forearm plank. Lift the hips, engage the core. Knees come up. Exhale, release. To the right. Exhale, release. To the left. To the side. To the left side. And then come back to center on the mat. Come back to your hands and knees. The next thing that we can do is a pike position. This is like an inverted staff position, and sometimes we may not have the upper body strength to do it without some sort of prop. So this is a good way to do it. You can also do it up against the wall, but it also gives you the confidence to just engage your core, bring your shoulders up over your head, stack up your spine. Good job. Slowly bring it back. Would you like to try it a couple more times? Engage your core, bring your hips up a bit, let your shoulders slide down your back, come to pike position. Exhale, come back down. Again. And one more time. Well done. Come back to your hands and knees. Going to Modified child's pose. Then the right side. Well done. Then we'll come to stand. Just make your way back behind the mat, the hammock, bring the arms up, loop your fingers around, or if you have the yoga trapeze, it might be helpful to grab a hold of the top handle, whatever works best for you. And we'll just come forward to the side, back and around. This is the most fun ever. Kind of gives your whole body a warm-up stretch. Reverse. Got to even things out, don't we? Awesome sauce. Come back to standing. Arms up. Bring the hands to prayer position. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Make sure the big toes are pointed forward. Come up halfway, lift and lengthen. Take the hands to the outside of the hammock. Bring them on the inside with your palms facing towards you. Capture the wrists. Come out. Just let the shoulders sink down towards the ground. Go from side to side. Good job. Bring it back. Tuck the hammock right in at your hip crease. Just fold forward, making your way to downward facing dog. Hips up, shoulders down. Adjust the hammock if it's digging in. Of the fingers into the mat, trying to pay special attention to the fleshy part between the thumb and the first finger, and just pedal the feet. Bring the right leg up. Loop it around the outside of the hammock. And then hook it with your toes. Three-legged dog. Straighten the leg to the best of your ability. Back, down. Alright, so pedal the feet back and forth. Back and forth. Let the head hang heavy. Spin the elbows towards the ground. Do all the things you normally would in down dog. Bring the left leg up to the outside of the hammock. Loop the foot around the outside edge. Bring that right foot back to the mat if it floated up. You want to have some good contrast so that your feet, maybe your heels don't touch on the mat very easily when you put it right at your hip creases. You want to have it up that high. And good job. And then just pull the knees into the chest. Hang out here. We're almost going into a headstand, but if your mat is up, if your hammock's up at the optimal height, then your head should not touch as easily. I've got, 3 inches. Feet back down. Walk your hands back towards you to a forward fold. Slowly roll yourself back up, one vertebrae at a time. Arms up, some STT. So we'll continue to stand behind the hammock. Make sure the left big toe is pointed forward. Bring the right foot into the hammock and grab a hold of it so that you don't have these handles coming back to smack you in the face. Put your left hand on your left hip. Just bring it out to the side. Good hip opener. Come back. Again, this is supported extended hand to foot pose. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Maybe see if you can reach out, grab your big toe, now that we have that additional support. And then hold of the top handles. Pull yourself in and swing. My kids taught me this. Bring it to the buttocks. And then we're going to bring the legs out. Capture the handles so they don't smack you in the face. Using your core, lift your legs up, come back, and then go all the way around. You might have to pull yourself up with your chest, lift the legs up in the air. Ta-da! Just come back, engage your core, using your upper body strength as you lift up, lean back, lift your legs up, pull yourself up, use the hammock for an assist if you need to, and come over. Good job. Make sure the right big toe is pointed forward. Bring your left foot into the hammock. Capture the handles if you need to. Bring it out to the side, bring it back. Do it a couple more times. Double checking that big toe on the right side. Sometimes things get shifted around. Bring it out again. See if you can reach out and grab that big toe. Then bring it forward. Pull yourself up. Put your right foot into the hammock and swing. Gotta have some fun. Come back to center. And if all you can do is come forward, we need to take the fabric of the hammock and bring it back so that it's cushioning our buttocks, coming along the low part of the back. Depending on how much abdominal strength, upper body strength you have, and how tired you are. But we're going to lean back, bring the legs back, use the handles if you would like to assist. Come up, bring the legs straight up, and then come up and around. All right, good job. The next trick up my sleeve is modified bound angle. So we want to take our feet and put the arch of the foot, super narrow hammock here. Put the arch of the foot right on the hammock. See? Bring yourself up. Same thing on the other foot. The legs go on the outside of the hammock, right back behind you. If you want, you can just hang out like this, open up the chest, the toes are pointed down, the heels are right by the pelvis. If you're feeling adventurous, since we have these handy dandy handles, you can go ahead, bring your torso forward, grab a hold of the strap or the fabric of the yoga trapeze and then just let yourself come forward. Really digging into the legs. All right, then just pull yourself up where we need to. Maybe you can start off with a lower handle. That might be more beneficial. Just kind of pull yourself up. Now we can bring the yoga hammock behind us. Just have a seat. to have it down towards our low back, just like this. Now we're going to go into wheel pose, Chakrasana. Bring the hands back behind, grab the mat, let the feet come down as far as they can. Inhale and slowly pull yourself back up. And finally, the final culmination. We're just going to come to a seat in the hammock. And we're going to bring the booty towards the back end. Stretch out as far as you can. Still going for that support. We're going to use our big toes, our monkey toes, and capture the fabric. Take the medium-sized handle, keeping a hold of the fabric with our monkey toes. We're just going to take the skills that we used earlier, bring the legs up and around, and just go to lotus. Relaxing the shoulders, sinking the hips towards the ground. Breathing comfortably and naturally. And then slowly come down, bring the hips to the heels, keep a hold of the handles, moving from side to side. Excellent. Just come to child's pose. Bring the forehead to the mat if that feels good. Breathe comfortably and naturally. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you loved this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, check me out on Instagram. You'll see so much more of my life, my personality on Instagram. I post all kinds of crazy stuff. Until next time, may love and light be yours. Namaste.